So 3 days later comes along, and I move in the temple. And the day before Srila Prabhupada arrives, we go to San Francisco Airport, and I see his airplane coming in, TWA jet. I immediately almost faint, I think. I cry, and I don't know why. Now I understand, of course, the reason why I was crying is because I hadn't seen him in so many lifetimes. And I wasn't aware of that then. And when all of a sudden I saw everybody getting on their hands and knees, and I thought to myself, oh my God, what would my family think of this? You know, here I am on my hands and knees. And I looked up, and there he was. Oh, well, needless to say, my life did change. From that one afternoon, I was bringing him, after he wakes up, his whatever he had, a little rasgula and something. And I started to enter the room, and the sun was going down, kind of. And he was looking, this room faced out on the backyard. And the whole room seemed purple and gold. There was this energy. And Srila Prabhupada was chanting and crying and crying. Tears of ecstasy. Well, I mean, far be it from me, you know, we hadn't even had nectar devotion yet. So I get alarmed, but I don't do anything. I back up. I back up out of the room with the tray. And I go to Govindadas. I say, well, Govinda, you know, what's happening? Is Prabhupada okay? Is he having a fit? She says, no. She said, that's just Srila Prabhupada having a relationship. That's Krishna consciousness, Sudama. I said, phew, wow. Well, I went back in about 5 minutes later. Srila Prabhupada said he still was there. And he stopped me from leaving this time and said, Sudama, don't leave. I'm crying because of the mercy of my Guru Maharaj. That I am allowed, by his mercy, to see Krishna. Which I see right very now as we speak. Over these grasses. Oh man, it was so heavy that I started crying. He said, why are you crying? Oh God. Because I said to him, you are so powerful and merciful. I've never met a soul like you. And he said, that is Krishna's arrangement. He, at that time, told me that he saw Krishna as a cowherd boy. Another thing that I don't know from cowherd boys to anything. I just know him. That was my life. So if he said so, okay. And he talked about how beautiful the grass was. And how fortunate he was to have the mercy of his Guru Maharaj. The very same house, the very same week, he had me called, Tamal, and a whole group of others. Hansaduta and Himavati had just flown into town. He was asking for sannyas. This is way before this was fashionable, which he always did ask for sannyas. So we all go to Srila Prabhupada's room. Purushottam, I can't remember, Himavati, Hansaduta, Tamal, Dayananda, and his wife, who began the LA temple, Nandarani, and we enter Srila Prabhupada's room. Again, this was in the afternoon. Oh boy, and Srila Prabhupada is sitting at his desk, crying and chanting. Tears are flowing down his face. And we all enter the room, and we're not aware of this because, we're just aware of ourselves. And we pay our obeisances and sit up. There's Srila Prabhupada, crying. And Hansaduta said, all glories to you, Srila Prabhupada. Swamiji, I think we called him. And we all started crying. And this was a mystic power possessed by the pure devotee to allow neophytes at our level to take us in. We were all crying, and we had no idea why. We just felt this overwhelming mercy. We fell down again and paid obeisances. We hear Srila Prabhupada's voice say, "Why you are crying? Sit up." And we said to him, "Srila Prabhupada, we're crying because to watch you like this is, you are so merciful." "No, no," he said. "Is my Guru Maharaj, once again, who's by his mercy I'd be nothing." Well, these were my first lessons of the acceptance of a pure devotee. He did talk about once to me in Berkeley about his leaving. And I didn't deal with this well. I didn't want to hear this. As far as I was concerned, he was living forever, which he does. But he was talking about Shiksha, Diksha Guru, and the position therein thereof. I was totally confused. I said, "Srila Prabhupada, all I know is you. Now you're saying there's another kind of guru? What is this?" Wait. He said, no. He chuckled. And he explained it to me. And he told me at that time, when you do not see me here physically, always listen for me. I will instruct you through the bodies of others from time to time. Well, I don't want to discuss death. Although that's 99% of our process, is chanting Hare Krishna, preparing for the moment of death, so we can become liberated, go on. He said, always listen for me. I said, "Well, what does that mean, Srila Prabhupada? If a dog barks, what do you say?" He said, "Just what I said. Anyone. It can be anyone." Srila Prabhupada told me that once on a morning walk. He said, if you think you have become spiritually advanced and you start acting a role, you'll become mad. That's where, he said, I understand lips, milk touched by the lips of a serpent causes poisonous effects. Simply follow my instruction. Where's your Srila Prabhupada? If you're not here, what am I? Listen for me. Now, he's given other people the instruction to read his books. He's in his books. I know good and well he is. Also, I was just never a big reader. You see. In Hawaii, I went to him and I was in tears. I said, they all criticize me. I don't chant Sanskrit enough, they tell me. I don't quote slokas. Srila Prabhupada laughed. He said, sounds like my godbrothers. He said, Sudama, you speak from your heart. That's all that counts. Krishna doesn't care that you can't quote slokas. He said, you speak from your heart, and you are a darn good preacher. You bring many people because of your heart. I said, I've only read Nectar of Devotion twice, Bhagavad Gita 10 times, and that's it. I can't even finish the first canto of the Bhagavatam. He said, so? You cook samosas. Huh? You chant beautifully. You have love for Krishna. What else is needed? So he said, don't make things so complicated. It's very simple.